Holy shit. I'm going insane right now. Chat. Oh my. Okay, I need to actually check the audio first because I'm going insane. And this is the third time I've streamed in like 24 hours. They've all been very short streams. I don't know how short this stream is gonna be, cause holy fucking shit. Y'all? Okay, how's the audio right now? I think it's okay. But oh my okay, I'm on PS4, so I don't know if I can actually show like the fucking trailer, but it just fucking dropped. Of course they drop it at the most random motherfucking times, but they showed all the characters. Okay, first of all, they showed Varga, they showed Sandrone, Columbina, and Alice was with Scar and Albedo. So that's making me think, okay, so there's gonna be more Durin as well, right? Like that's where it's leading. Like, oh, y'all, I'm going insane. I'm going feral for all the. Okay, look, I don't understand the lore as deeply as like theory crafters. That being said, I'm trying. I do what I can. Okay, because I'm trying to tell if you can see like the visions of the characters in the trailer. Like it honestly seems like you can't really, and I'm not gonna try and like zoom in a bunch to everything. Cause I don't. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care about the like child characters. They're not really child characters. They're just like I think they're the short or medium female models. I think they're the medium female models. Um, but yeah, I don't really care. That being said, we saw two tall men, and I swear to God, if they kill them, if they Capitano either of them, they won't do that to Varka. There's no way because they get too many fucking sales from Varka. I'm one of them. I want Varka. I will cry. I'm saving my Primos. I here and now you will hear me say I'm saving my Primos because I want Varka. I want Columbina, possibly Sandrone, but I don't know if they're gonna put her in there because she uses like automatons to fight and she uses fucking robots to fight. I don't know if they can put that in the game. I don't think they can. But like Columbina, she's been hyped up too much. But they might Capitano her. They might, because they're like, oh, we need to like capture her and bring her back. So I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to play her. But anyway, I don't really care about. It looks like a. It looks kind of like a. Does he have cat ears? No, he has horns. Wait. It's just. He's just giving Durin. He did kind of look like a VTuber for a second, but like I don't know, the horns are giving Durin. It's like shit. That's also like he would be really. I like would really want to pull him, and he's at like the fucking. He's at that same. I think this is supposed to be the Clang shop or something, whatever it is. Clenching. What is the name of the shop? But I don't know. That's what the other girl looks like because she has like the goggles and she has like metal in her design, so she looks like she's part of that looks that's what it looks like she's part of. And he's like okay, look, he's holding his heart. I don't know, he kind of seems like he's Durin. Like I he looks like he's supposed to be Durin, or he's somehow connected to like dragons and Notland because we already have an idea that what's the name of the new character again? Oh my god, how am I? Why am I blanking like on like all the fucking names? Hold on. Oh god, what? Why do I keep blanking on all the names? No, Inefa, that's her name. Yes, so we already know are like thinking. Okay, Inefa, secret source automatons, like those dragons, like the dragon sovereigns. Yeah, Clink, Clank, Crumb, Cake, Craft Shop. Okay, so it looks like that's where they are right now, or she like the girl is associated with that. The like shorter guy model with the horns. That is that Durin? Is that Durin, or is it just some other guy? Because he doesn't say anything. He's holding his heart, but he and then the reflection turns into like the eyes and face of a dragon. So that has to be Durin, right? Sorry, I'm rewatching this trailer. I didn't get the live reaction, but you're getting my word vomit of theories and speculation about what all of this could be. And I am going to Achievement Farm and hunt. So so I actually have primos to pull for these characters. I really want. Okay, Okay, we got a guy with long hair, tall male, long hair. He kind of looks like he looks a little edgy. I have no idea. His clothes give the same silhouette as Nouvellette, by the way. But I don't think that's related to anything. That being said, what faction he's related to? I can't even tell. Wait, he doesn't really have. Okay, so his ears are normal because I was like, oh, is he another one of the like long-eared elf-like characters? No, he's not. I don't. Hmm. Okay, so he's holding a lantern. Maybe he's part of the Volnich Guild? Wait, no. Hey, let me look at all of them. Oh, wait, Lightkeepers. Oh, how did I forget about that? Lightkeepers, the ancient organization that has long defended Nordkreis's freedom and peace against the ceaseless incursions and wild hunt attacks launched by the Abyss. Now severely weakened from battles past, in face of new threats, none can say for sure if the new generation of Ratniki remain will remain able to carry out their mission. Look, man, it says Lightkeepers. Boy has a lantern. Like, I feel like that's the easy. He's also by a tower. He's by a tower, which I'm guessing is like this. It's similar. It's similar enough to the icon from the moon event. What's it? The moon web event. Yeah. Like, so he has to be like a light keeper, or I don't know if they're gonna get the leader of the light keepers. Like that seems like a lot. Like they're dropping a lot of like very lore relevant characters. I feel like I don't know if we'd get like the leader of the light keepers, but like I don't know. This dude definitely seems like he's part of it, and he's in a graveyard. We don't have a lot of graveyards in Genshin. I feel like not proper graveyards. And that one looked really suspicious. Anyway, Sandrone. Okay, I know. Okay, I have like mixed feelings because she looks plain, but she's also like pretty cute. Like I think she still has like a pretty cute design and stuff like that. This isn't like lore relevant at all. It's just like I think her design is pretty cute. That being said, I really don't think she's going to be playable just because she has an automaton carrying her. I could see her as a boss battle though. I don't know if she would be from related to the craft shop though. What's the lore of that? I don't remember like all the lore related to the craft shop. It began as a small workshop that a certain prodigy used to research the world's best crumb kake machine. But over time, after creation of many intricate in- inventions, it gained a new identity as a famous machine workshop. Be sure to mind your manners when begging that genius for a favor, though, or whatever component she gives you might be liable to cough out nasty crumb cake at any time. Okay, so I don't I don't think she's related to that at all, even though she also has the whole like inventor thing specifically with automatons and like machinery. But then we have okay, so I mean we already know the Fatui has a big present because it looks like here's the thing, it looks like she's in a workshop. She specifically seems to be in like some big workshop. I don't know. I don't really know what it would be like. The Pale Star Edict, the highest of commands, has gone out. With it, the Fatui Harbingers have been summoned back to Snezhnaya and dispatched to Nod Cry. The people stare and wonder, for what purpose does this army, bearing the banner of the Pale Star, come for their city? Or perhaps the question should be, for whom? So, okay, so we already have. So now we have like two Fatui that have died in quotations, because we have Signor who actually died. Capitano, we can't keep coping. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think my boy's coming back. I don't think our man is coming back. Um, I think he's just gonna stay there because I don't know. I just can't imagine that they changed the map that much. Like I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't seem like something they do. But you know, there's a first for everything. Yeah. So Sandrone. Okay. Wait. So why exactly does the Fatui hate the Frostmoon Scions? The descendants of legendary Golden Realm who choose to find new homes among the mountains and forests after abandoning their ancient civilization. The only thing they never forsook was their faith in the Moon Goddess. However, with the arrival of the Fatui, it appears their tranquil lives are about to fade into a realm of yesterday. Hmm. So there's gonna be okay. This is kind of funny to think about. So everyone is expecting like a bunch of warring states with Notland, but it sounds like this is like Not Cry is more like that because the Frostmoon Scions and Fatui are fighting each other from what it sounds like. Because she was like, oh, it's a she specifically said rebellion. I don't know if we're supposed to see her vision, but her vision, it looks like it would be in her like necklace. The girl that we saw in the live stream, actually. Animation is fucking gorgeous, by the way. Animation is stunning. And work. Okay, I'm gonna see. I feel like they went with a very hmm. So we don't know the names. We know the names of the factions, but I don't know if we know the names of like each area within Outcry because Varga's just hanging out on some metal and like the fucking metal is like all flying. That being said, the girl in green. Oh, she looks Dendro, but she could be Animo. Yeah, I think the green on her is more like Dendro, but she does have some like Animo coloring, and she definitely looks like she's from like Not Cry. Like there's not much to say about her. Oh wait, something's with her teeth. She also, I mean they're fake, but she does have the pointy ears. She has like almost little fangs for teeth. So I don't know what she. I don't know if she's another Froshman Scion. Okay, so it said that there is also the Vonich Guild. Something like the Merchants of Nasha Town. Okay, maybe this is a town. Maybe they're in Nasha Town, and that's all the like floating metal houses. Anyway, the merchants of Nasha Town formed a commerce guild to maintain basic order. However, how could the outlaws that prowl between the islands? Okay, I mean, they kind of look like islands, but also like the symbol has like a little boat, so I don't know. To be controlled by something as simple as mere rules, it seems that the honor of striking fear into their hearts must go to the boss lady of Cantorium of Secrets. I'm just saying, she looks like a 5 star. She looks like she could be a boss lady. Maybe she's connected to the Voynich Guild, which would make sense because she's talking like, okay, if it's part of the governmental body, then she'd kind of know what's going on. Commerce Guild. Commerce. That's like you. It's all based on information and connections, so it makes sense if she has like a lot of information. And that's why Varka decided to like talk to her because it's also like government, like it's as close as they get. It's as close as they have, so or to order, I guess. Maybe I'm just dumb and I can't see their visions. Maybe I'm just like extremely blind. I mean it's very likely someone's gonna point it out in like in a few hours when people start making videos about it. But yeah, they're definitely in a town. Like this is definitely a town. So I want to say this is Nasha Town. She's part of the Voin Niche Guild. Okay. I don't know. So I don't. Here's the thing. Like a lot of the pillars and stuff like that architecture, it reminds me of both Inkonomiya and Sumeru. Because like there's a lot going on with the pyramids in there. Maybe Sumeru just on my mind because I've been fighting this enemy for a while now. But definitely Inkonomiya. Like I feel like because I would also mix that was another ancient civilization, albeit it had like its own completely different set of lore, and I don't think they ever worshipped like a moon deity. If I remember correctly, they didn't ever. It was just the snake, the sun, and I don't think they ever worshipped the thunder god. I don't think they ever met them, but yeah, so okay, so basically this screen is showing like these big mountains that like these massive mountains in mountainous region. It looks like it's in the Frost Moon Scion area, honestly. but there's just these pillars that are kind of like floating, and there's a bunch of light emitting. I'm explaining this so horribly. Go watch the trailer. Go watch the teaser. Cause this girl also. Okay, so there's a girl who's she has like stuff like she has like this light emitting from her back, which is also going into a pattern similar to how like the other Frost Moon girl did. So like so we're seeing like two from there. sorry, sorry. I'm saving for Varka and Columbina. Like unless I hear their kits, unless they're released and their kits are ass, and everyone's like, "Hey, it's ass." I, man, I'm gonna plan on saving for Varka. Like, I love Lore so much. First of all, I also love his design. Like, I want a tall man as well. I want tall women, tall men. I want cute girls, cute guys. I want all. I want it all. I'm greedy like that. But like, man, Varka, this man has been gone for 5 years. We're finally getting him. And honestly, by the time he actually becomes a playable character, it might be 6 years. Because this is a whole nother year that we have it. That we it will be a not cry, as far as we're aware. Okay, subtitles say, I came here for the moon. Parentheses, it says Mondstadt. What the fuck? So, I genuinely don't understand the connection between Mondstadt and Not Cry yet, because that being all I know is a Hexen Circle, who I also feel like I know so little about. Like, the Hexen Circle is very heavily involved with both Not Cry and Mondstadt. We got a Hexen Circle boss in Mondstadt specifically, and that's also where we have Mona from, who's studying under one of the Hexen Circle witches. So there's a lot more connections there. Oh, we also have Albedo and Klee, of course. Um, so I know that that's the connection between Nordkar and Mondstadt. Of course, Varka's been here on a mission. Also, by the way, I have not seen any horses. I thought he took all of Kaya's horses. Anyway, I'm apt. Okay, what I think actually, I want to be honest. Adventuring. Let me. Adventuring HSR. I'm sorry. Okay, look. They look the same. I'm gonna make a community post about that later. But like, Adventuring and Varka look the same. That being said, I'm still fangirling over seeing Varka, finally. But holy shit, they really did just like copy paste. They just made him beefier. But he's okay. He's still okay. I'll be honest. I want that dagger. The Frost Moon girl that we saw in the live stream, she has a sick looking dagger. And these Not Cry cosplays are gonna go so fucking hard. Those cosplayers, man, I can't wait to see them because there's like a lot of the characters. They're so friggin' pretty. I can see her vision though. Okay, so we actually have at least one character whose vision we can see, absolutely. That makes... I don't know if I saw Vargas. Yeah, his is Animo. Okay. Yeah, that checks out. I mean, I'm sure that was also already, like... Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. I'm sure that was already information that we knew. Yeah, he's Animo. She's Dendro. I love Dendro so much because Nahida's like one of my favorite characters. And also, so we get to see like what the visions from Notcry look like because we can see hers, which is cool. That being said, I don't know what she's doing. Like, so she made like some sort of, she has a moon on her forehead, crescent moon. I feel like that's either sweat or blood. Dripped into the water. There's something in the water. It's turning the. Sorry, I almost. Wait, so they're not. So this guy's suspicious because the guy who I'm pretty sure is part of the Light Keepers was just accidentally attacked by the Frostmoon Scions, but I'm guessing that she thought he was part of the Fatui because that's what the Frostmoon Scions are trying to fight with. I believe. I don't think. I don't know why the Frostmoon Scions and the Light Keepers would fight because they're both ancient organizations, or like stem from them at least. Yeah, so I don't see why they would fight. So I'm guessing it's just to like kind of like show off their powers a little bit, show off the dynamic between the all the characters, not the characters, all the like all the different factions. I guess that's what you'd call them, factions. Anyway, they were both like the girl was in water. Columbina's also on water. What that means, I don't know. We're not gonna get more underwater shit. No way. But like, oh man, like, okay, look, the moon is also big as fuck in Columbina's. So Columbina turns like these blue flowers to red, and a lot of people are like speculating that she's Pyro. If we do get her, I want Columbina too. I want Columbina too. But like, given the story, like what they're talking about, I'd almost be surprised if we could pull her. And there's fucking Alice. There's Alice. Okay, so then we also see Alice in the Nasha town. That's what it was called. That's what I'm gonna assume this is. It was. It's looking at the area that the girl who looks like she's Animal slash Dendro with the Varka. She was those two. It looks she's like looking at that town. And I get Albedo, a crow. Were they associated with crows? And a paper crane. Okay, so we actually see Alice's vision dangling from her hat, and it's Pyro Mondstadt vision dangling from her hat. And Alice is saying, "Oh, I want to catch up with an old friend." And we just had Menti tease that he's in Notland, catch up with an old friend. Having said, I think Nordcry is supposed to be north, up of everything on the map. So, I don't know, it's very possible that there's like... I don't think it would be Durin, would it? Like, I don't know who exactly she'd be talking about, unless it's like one of the Fatui. Maybe there's other people in the Hexen Circle, but like maybe it's even like Gold, because she's... I don't know how often the witches talk to each other. Like, I don't know for sure, but that would make sense if there's Durin there and there's Albedo there. That being said, I'm okay. I actually like Scar. I like his I like his character, and I think he's really interesting lore-wise. And I'm glad that they're bringing him back. First of all, I'm glad they're bringing male characters as a big part of the story. I'm very glad about that because the Toyoverse needs to fucking realize players want the players want all of it. And it seems like it's actually a pretty good split so far. Because so far, it looks like there's one short male, two tall males. And here's the thing, if the short male is Durin, not a 4-star. Absolutely not a fucking 4-star. And we have the one... Well, we have... I don't know. I still saw quite a few, like... There was still, like, a lot of women. So there was, Frostmoon Girl, and then the girl who was with Varka. They looked like the tall female models, and it looked like... So we also have the one short female. She's either that or medium, but I think she's short female. And I think we had two tall female characters. Minus Alice, because we also have Alice, which would make 3 tall female characters. I guess it would be... I'm going insane. So 3 medium, and one of them's Columbina. Well, no, it would be 4 if I want to include the Fatui as well, because we saw Sandrone and Columbina. So 4 medium females, 1 short female, which is the Kling Kling crumb cake craft shop girl. I don't know, that's what it looked like, at least to me. We saw 2 tall females, one was with the Varka, one was the Frost Moon girl. I believe that was it. And we have Alice, who's also a tall female. We got 1 short male and 2 tall male characters, which, I mean, it's better than nothing, but its ratio is still, like, bad. But if Albedo and Scar are going to be big parts of the story, honestly fine by me. And also, like, they can't not have Varka. They can't do him dirty like Capitano, right? They're not gonna squander all this hype and all this opportunity like they did with Capitano, right? Right? I'm not coping, right? Anyway, there's no motherfucking way that they drop the ball with Varka. I swear, if they do, I swear, I swear this game, if they drop the ball with Varka. But really, I think it seems like Varka, Albedo, and Scar, like, there's I'm pretty sure. And also, if the boy in the like little shop or whatever it was, like sitting on the couch in the kind of close to the beginning, if that is Durin, they're just not. They can't like not focus on the man. They just can't not focus on him. There's no fucking way because we already know that he got a body. Look, and okay, so Scar, Alice wants to catch up with an old friend. I don't know who exactly she'd be talking to. Like I feel like it might not be one of the characters in this teaser, or I'm really fucking stupid. What I can't. I don't know if we can actually like figure out what's on the paper. Someone else probably could. I can't. Someone else will. I trust other people to figure out what's on the fucking paper. So, aside from dealing with the Durin, possible Durin, like I don't know who he have an old score to settle with. Like what score he need to settle. We also got like the overview of characters. Okay, yeah. So at least on this, okay, we see like the guy who looks like he might. So we see Sandrone. So the thing is, Columbina is in the middle of all this with the moon right behind her. So I don't know how she's related to like the Frost Moon Scions. Like I'd assume that's what's going on. Maybe, or I'm like really fucking stupid. Um, I mean, she's maybe not even. She might not even be like maybe the moon goddess, or I don't know actually how the. I don't remember exactly how the angels and Seelies were supposed to be related to the moon goddess or like all this. Genshin has a lot of shit going on with the moons. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually remember a lot of it. Okay, so anyway, wait. Okay, interesting. So the girl, the second girl who seems to be like influence part of let me go back to that actually because I just don't. Okay, so as we have Traveler looking at like the Frostmoon Scion area. That was the one with like the pillars with the light glowing in between them. It looks like the Frostmoon Scion girl. She's like blonde or something. Uh, she's with the light coming out of her back. She looks like she's in the mountains. Like she looks like she's in the fucking mountains looking down from a cliff, like doing something. I don't know what. Anyway, but she's like right next to Varka, and I think there's another figure. Is that's Alice? Okay, so Varka, Alice, and that girl are all like kind of in the back group together in this like in the artwork. Then you have Inefa, the like short pink-haired girl with I'm just gonna keep calling him Durin. Honestly, I'm gonna keep calling him Durin because I don't. They set it up. That I think that's Durin. um, and we have like the Frostmoon Scion girl, the who we saw in the live stream. They're all on like one side. She's like the largest. She like as in like takes up the most space on the art piece. So I assume she has like a really big lore relevance. That being said, I'm not a theory crafter, so I don't know what it would be, honestly. Um, Columbina. I just don't remember all the lore on the Sealies and the moons in Genshin because it's a normal moon. I don't think they ever like showed a blood moon. That being said, all the flowers did turn red when she was around them, so maybe she's related to like the Crimson Moon. That being said, I think we would have seen Arlecchino, or maybe not. Um, we see that girl who was hanging out with Durin on the other side, and then the girl who was hanging out with Varka on the other side. The guy who I think is related to what's it called? The I'm gonna look at the. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I need to like calm down before I say that. Volnich Guild. Voynich Guild? I think he's related to it. The guy, the other tall guy. With a. Wait, no. I thought he was a light bearer. Light bringer. Light keeper. Light keeper. I thought it was a light keeper. But the Snowland Fae. Who? The Fae who once followed the first Crier Archon, ruling the Northlands in their entirety. Though now shorn of their former glory, they still influence the nation in their own ways. One can only guess what path they will take as calamity draws ever closer. So maybe the Frostmoon Scion girl is like a descendant of the Snowland Fae, but also like Snowland Fae very cryo-coded, so I'm not really sure about that. They have been pushing cryo quite a bit, but now it seems like they're pushing lunar charged, possibly. I don't know. I don't know where the meta's really going because I'm getting like they honestly were probably pushing cryo because it was a dead element and people wanted it to like be revived. So that's also possibly what it was. Slash also for Skirk because you know Skirk was hype as fuck. And then in the very back, on the other side of Columbina, we have Sandrone. And we have their workshop in the background specifically. Have a workshop, the graveyard, the town, like some mountains. So that could just be them showing off everything, but also like I'm very interested in graveyard, honestly. Like, cause like why is there just a massive graveyard with the light keepers? I also don't know what exactly the Wild Hunt attacks are. The Snowland Fae, like I don't. It doesn't really seem like any. I mean, maybe I don't. None of them really seem like they're part of that yet. Honestly, and if Columbina's like she's giving more pyro vibes. I hate that I'm saying it like that. She just seems like she's more associated with pyro and fire so far than cryo, from what I can tell. Anyway, how? Okay, I've been yapping about this for 44 minutes almost. Almost. Sorry, I didn't see the message in chat. Um. So, oh, stream crashed as soon as I stopped yapping about it. Anyway, I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna actually upload this VOD to my channel as is, and now I'm gonna stream the achievements because like holy shit. But I'm gonna keep talking about this, of course. Um, but yeah, I want this to be like a separate video of me yapping about this new trailer. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'd love to make just more content about me yapping about this and make this into an actual video. I don't think I will, but like, no, that's cool. That's fucking cool. Anyway, I will be right back.